What's up, YouTube? JP here. The day has finally come. We are going to put the Rockhard 4-wheel drive steel bumpers on the 98 Jeep ZJ. So we got the bumpers with the tire carrier in the rear, and gotta excuse my angle here. So we got the tire carrier. Shop's a little messy, but just kind of give you guys an idea. We got the rear bumper, the front bumper, and we also did get a winch mount for the front bumper. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of figure out what tools we need and get started with this video.
Alright guys, we're going to start off by removing these Phillips screwdrivers and taking off the grill.
Phillips here, Phillips there.
Try not to drop it.
Alright, you can just set the bolts on this table too. Set an area here.
That's okay. That's one over here.
While he's doing that, we're going to go ahead and start removing the mud. What's in here? These are just here.
Off.
Yeah.
You got a flathead screwdriver?
Those two are off.
Thank you.
To be a $8 They're in that.
Alright, those are off.
Alright. You just like a tool on that rag, man. Oh. Like a bulkhead, but apparently it's just well. Okay, we're getting closer. Now we've got to figure out what is holding the corners on. So, usually if you pull that mud flap out, we're going to have, looks like, there it is. So the bumper pushes.
Is there a tab?
Yeah, so the bumper, you just got to pull straight out on really hard.
Got it.
There it is. And that is the front bumper removal. Alright you guys, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and remove our fog lights here. On to you. Pop that down. Gotta go ahead and unplug that like so. It's just a clip. If you pull down,
Yeah.
it should pop out.
I see it. I see it now. And put it over here.
Yep. Alright guys, so the first brackets we're going to do is your first brackets on the front bumper are going to look like this. You're going to articulate this welded on nut towards the inside on both sides. They're going to take place of your factory hooks here, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove here and here for this factory mount, plus the 4 bolts that go through here, which are going to get replaced by this bracket, and you'll lock it in as such once you get that bracket out. So let's go ahead and remove that on both sides. The other 4 are right through here. You may have to remove your horn like I do. We'll go ahead and grab something to get that horn removed. Do you have a horn on your side?
Let me check. I was gonna move those bolts out of your way.
Can I have that good?
Yes.
There you go. Thank you, sir.
So what does it look like?
This big round.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a horn. So check to see if there's one on that side. Sometimes there's 2 horns. Sometimes there's only 1. Oh, both horns are on this side. So you
Yeah. There's nothing here.
Okay. You can go ahead and start removing your 4 bolts from the side of this bracket here. If you go on the inside, there's 4 bolts.
Nice. Yeah, they're really tight.
Do it the hard way. Alright you guys, so these brackets, just so you know, there's Loctite on them. They are a pain to get off. I got this one off. New bracket goes in. You want to leave it loose according to the instructions. You guys can see that. So that way you can move it around a little bit for small adjustments. And so you guys know, the two studs that stick down here, you'll pry them up behind the AC condenser in between the radiator and the AC condenser, and that's how you can get that bracket off when you get to that point. If you can see here, they hit. So you just kind of, once this is all loose, you tilt it and you slide them up back there, and then you can get this whole bracket out. Here he's got, things are tight, fighting him the whole way. Alright, you guys, so this is the bracket. You want to keep it loose. Your inner bracket, you can see in here, go like that, fits around this frame very nicely. You're going to keep all four of these bolts loose. And he's working on that side, and then we'll get that side together. So just an example for you guys. This is how it's going to appear inside of the bumper. And this is going to go on the outside like that, like so. So this is it out of the vehicle. Alright, you guys, so bracket's finally off out of the way. Again, you're going to articulate this bracket. You want this on the lower edge. And lock it in. Then sit like that. And we're going to take this bracket, we're going to invert it to match the other side. So we want to make sure we're going the right way, which is going to be, let's see here, like it's this way right here. And lock that in, and you're going to go ahead and get your 4 bolts started. Alright, you guys. Brackets are in, they're loose. We're going to go ahead and set the bumper. We got a third hand to help us out.
Gotta go towards Riddick. Okay, up. Lift up.
Okay.
Keep going. A whole bunch. Another right there. Wiggle it around, kind of go back and forth a bit. Okay, I can't see the hole.
Here's that.
It's close. Kind of push in on it. Up. There you go. There's one. I don't think it started, but it's in my sense. Kind of wiggle it around like something right there. Down a little bit. There you go. Push in. Can you get to that top bolt or no?
No, it's all from inside.
Alright, so give me something to tighten this with. You got a wrench?
Yeah, there's a, can you hold it?
I got it.
Okay. I got it. Alright, you guys, so I had to edit out the background noise in this video. We had another guy in the shop grinding away. So bear with us. We were trying a multi-camera setup on this video. Basically, we're trying to produce better quality videos for you guys and have multiple angles. However, didn't realize that the camera on top of my head had bumped and pointed upwards, so you can't really see a lot of what I'm talking about. There's other clips in the video that you'll be able to see the brackets clearly. But basically what we're doing right here is we're just working on getting the 6 alignment bolts on the brackets lined up. There's 3 on each side on the lower bracket, and then you have the center bracket, which has 1 on each side. So there's, all right, you guys, so you'll want to get into the bumper. Let me see if I can show you guys this. You see that bolt right inside there? They left these cutouts for you here. what you're going to do, you're going to take yourself a very long extension with a swivel. And you're going to go right up through this hole. And that's how you get to those bolts in there. And then, once those are tightened, you're going to come around and you're going to go ahead and tighten all of these bolts here. Alright, you guys, front bumper's done. Got all the bolts tightened up. Went ahead and put the winch mount on here. You may or may not have ordered the winch mount. Very self-explanatory. I didn't want to bore you. 4 bolts through the front side there. Hey guys, so on the rear bumpers to start with, I have the Bushwhacker fenders, which has this lower section here. On this, these 2 sections are bolted together, so we're going to have to unbolt these because this lower section will not be used with the Rockhard bumpers. So we'll go ahead and start pulling these off first, and then we'll start removing the actual bumper. Alright, you guys, so fender flares are off. We're going to remove these 2 10mm bolts. We're going to have one under the headlight here, or sorry, tail light, the other under this tail light, and then if you drop down here, you're going to have these running clips all the way down, holding the skin on the bumper. Alright, you guys, so after you get those 4 clips and those 2 bolts, you're going to pull this trim off here. You're just not going to reuse it, so just pop it up like that. You'll have several clips. And your bumper should come off with a little bit of effort. Nope, we got a screw here. Alright, you guys, so we got that hidden screw that was holding us up on that plastic bumper off. Now we got to remove the factory hitch. Go ahead and remove your electrical for your hitch connector. We're going to just leave that dangling in there. And then we're going to remove, on both sides of the gas tank, the trailer hitch mount bolts. Alright, you guys, so you can remove your shield around the gas tank. The gas tank's held in by straps, so don't be worried about that. So take that out. We got the hitch off. You're going to remove these 2 studs. I have a pair of special locking pliers. If you got a stud remover, that'll work too. You're just going to grab them. I already broke these 2 loose. These 2 are going to come out, which lead to this bumper here. So you take these 4 out, 2 on each side, take this bumper off. Alright, you guys, make sure you're going to slide these brackets that come with the kit. Short end first. It'll come to a stop. Should line right up with your holes underneath. You'll want to put your shield back on once you get the other bumper out of the way. I just have it being held up with a jack stand and a block of wood. Alright, you guys, so you get your, once you have your brackets in, you're going to do 2 whiz bolts on each side. You're going to reuse your factory bolt in the rear, and this is what it'll look like. Right, so make sure your shaft is clear of debris. 2 of the .060 or .060 shims go down, then thick spacer, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the door set. Next, you're gonna place a swing arm on. You're gonna put the other thick race in here, right inside the seal. You're gonna go ahead and cap it. You're gonna tighten it down. You're gonna make sure, after you tighten it down, that it just barely grazes here. If it's sagging, you'll need to add some more thin shims to the bottom down here, so you have to take it all back off and reshim it. Alright, so I end up putting 2 shims on this upper side right under the cap, and then make sure you put your zert fitting in here. You want to make sure there is no up and down play, which there's none. Alright, you guys, so here is your latch. Goes on the bottom of the swing arm. 3 bolts here. There'll be a bracket that's threaded. You'll slide it in there. You'll have 2 Allen heads. Make sure the Allen heads are on the outside, or sorry, the inside edge. And Rockhard is showing there. That's how you release. You'll line your latch up here. All right. That can come down here. Next, you're going to take your rubber spacer. It's going to mount on here. Alright, so now you're going to put your rubber bump stop on. You will shim it between the rubber and this bracket if it does not obtain the second click or it's not touching. So you're going to have 1 click, 2 clicks. As you can see, mine on the second click is making good contact, so there's no vibration. If you need to bring this out, bring it out. Adjust your latch more if you need to. So you're going to install your end cap right over the handle. It'll go in here. Then you're going to tap it in. I use a dead blow hammer, but you'll tap it in until it fits nice and snug. And then the very last thing you're going to install is your wheel spacer for your extra carry. I'm not going to install mine on this video because I still need to get my spare tire mounted and balanced, and then I'll set up the lug pattern. But just for your information, this will go here. Depending on what size tire, you'll move it up or down. And then that bolts onto that. And you can slide the tire in and out depending on how wide your tire is. And then you'll take the supplied studs and you'll put them through here on whatever bolt pattern you have. Alright, this is what the end cap looks like. Really nice finish. This is going to be for our jack mount. I don't currently have a jack, so that's not getting installed today. Gonna need to finish by filling the grease. You'll take the cap off, fill it with grease until the seal starts to come up. Push the seal back down. If you read the instructions, it says it's a must to keep water out. And let's see how this thing closes. It's in the lock, you pull up. Double click, and there you guys have it. The rear bumper is installed. Now you have to find a place to mount your harness if you pull a trailer. So I need to go get a little harness for my 7-pin connector. So we're just gonna tuck that up for now, and we're gonna put our new shackles on. Thanks for watching, guys.